let's talk about kids, like people. I recently met someone who's saying that their daughter was all the time into video games, and like we were having a conversation like, oh, how bad it is that all the kids today are always constantly playing video games and they're not focusing on their studies and so on and so forth. And this other person, this man, said, you guys are going on about this, but I had the same problem. My daughter was so big into gaming, and I used to feel exactly how you people feel, like she's wasting her life, and she's like all the time in a game on her desktop, sitting on Twitch and so on and so forth. But, over time I realized that she was one of the biggest players in that game that she was playing. I forget what it was. I'm not into gaming. But it was a shooter, one of the shooter games, and that she actually was the 10th biggest or top-ranked player in that, and she actually got endorsements, and she had a huge fan following, and that became eventually her career and her calling. So, when people look at it and say, oh, like, gaming is bad and all that, maybe not, but I tell you what, like, don't bring old ideas and don't look at new things with old filters of what it was. The world has moved on, and like gaming is a big profession in itself, and a respectable one at that. And there are people who make money and people who are following. So if your kids are into gaming, it's okay. It's not. Like, don't look at it from the 1980s.